Hello everyone, and welcome back to my chatty, sassy channel here on YouTube, where we talk about all things luxury, be it luxury fashion, luxury travel, or life's luxuries in general. Today, I'm talking about one of my favorite brands, and that is Saint Laurent. Now, I have a true passion for this brand. It is a brand that very much fits my style, fits my aesthetic, also fits my budget. And my last video was talking about the 5 items that I think are just so ridiculously priced and to a point they don't make sense, but this video is the opposite of that. This is looking at this specific brand and talking about the 5 items that I think are absolutely worth it at this brand, particularly at their price points. And I'm planning to do a series of these, so if you are wanting me to do a specific type of item or a specific brand, please leave that in the comments down below so that I can make those. But as I've started making these videos and prepping for them to film them, something that I've noticed about Saint Laurent is that out of all the different brands, this is the one that I had the hardest time picking just 5 items from, because the items are very, very high quality, very well priced for their quality, but they're also very unique and they're very different. And I'm going to get into some of those reasons as to why I think that is as I talk about the items throughout the video. That being said, when this goes up, we are either like 1 or 2 people away from hitting 2,000 subscribers, or we've just hit 2,000 subscribers. So please hit that red subscribe button down below, because it would really mean a lot to me that you enjoy this video enough to subscribe to this channel and listen to me talk about all these different things on a regular basis. I do make videos 2 times a week, and also if you enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up as well, as that really helps me out to understand the content that you guys enjoy. Now, all of that being said, let's get into the video and talk about the very first item. So one of the things that happened at YSL over the past few years is that when Carl passed away from Chanel, the man who was really behind a lot of the bag design as well as the leather sourcing for Chanel actually left the company, and it came to work for YSL. And so that is where a lot of the elevation and quality of the YSL leather came from. It is where a lot of these new bag designs are coming from. And because of that, there were multiple bags that I looked at putting on this list, but when it came down to it, there was one that stood out above the rest for me, honestly because I feel like it is so underpriced compared to the rest of the market, and that is going to be my YSL Lou camera bag. Now, this is a bag that has a very beautiful smooth leather, and a lot of times when you are dealing with a smooth leather bag, you are actually going to have to be really concerned about scratches. That is not the case with this smooth leather at all. I have taken this out in the snow, in the rain, in the heat. I have taken this to ballparks. I've taken this out on walks with the dog. I've taken this out to dinner. I have thrown it in my car. I have thrown it on my couch. My dog might have stepped on it once because I left it sitting on the floor. And this bag has been through it, and you could not tell that it was not brand new by looking at it. It is in absolutely fantastic condition and shape. And while initially I was not overly thrilled about getting a camera bag because I didn't want everything to be contained inside, YSL did something smart. That man did something smart. He put a back pocket on this bag, and it's a back pocket that is actually big enough to hold a phone securely. And so because of that, this bag has become super functional. But the other thing about this bag is that it has very clean lines and it holds its shape really well. And because of the high shine that is on this leather, I'm actually able to take this out with me traveling, when I am walking around a city, when I'm shopping, when I'm doing whatever, when I'm running errands, but then I'm able to wear the same bag out to dinner at night, out to a evening of some type of cultural thing, whether it be going to an art gallery or going to some sort of a music performance. And because of that, this bag has a lot of value at just $690, but it's also a full leather bag at $690. And to get a full leather piece under $2,000 that actually holds a really good amount and is not a mini bag and has beautiful and thoughtful design elements to it is very, very hard to find these days from the major luxury houses. So yeah, absolutely most worth it bag from YSL, but honestly, I think it's one of the most worth it bags out there from luxury houses in general. Now, the next item on this list is going to be sort of in that in-between bag, small leather good category. It is categorized as a small leather good on the website, and that is the Uptown Pouch. Now, clutches, particularly oversized handheld clutches, are still going to be a really big thing this year. So you are getting quite a very good-sized clutch that you can easily put your phone, your card holder, your keys, a little bit of makeup in there, and you are going to be just fine with this clutch. But it's very stylish, it's very sleek, and it comes in a variety of materials, and with those different materials come different prices. And to make sure that I get these prices right, I'm going to look at them off of my phone. So the canvas is $595 is canvas with a leather trim. Then you move into the grained leather, which is super, super durable. That is $645. The patent leather, which is currently only available in black and is available for pre-order, I don't think that's actually in the stores yet, but that is going to be $675. And then if you want to move up to their mock croc, which is actually an extremely good mock croc, it is going to be $725. And the grained leather and the mock croc come in a variety of different colors. Most of them are muted colors or neutrals, but they do have a couple of bright pinks as well. With the canvas one, you have a couple of different colors in canvas and leather that you can choose from. But like I said, with the patent, it is just in that black patent. This is actually an item that, researching for this video, I have decided that I actually really would like to have this, and so it has gotten added on to my wish list in the dark beige color, because I actually don't have a nude bag, and there are times where I'm going to a wedding or something like that I want a clutch, but I want it to be a clutch that holds things, and so I feel like that this is a really, really good compromise at a really, really good price point. Now, the next item is going to come from the accessories category, and this is another item that I also own. Now, in general, I feel like YSL is very well priced for their belts. They aren't necessarily the cheapest belts on the market, but they are certainly not the most expensive belts on the market. But they are very lovely belts, and they come in a variety of styles. But the thing that I like that YSL is moving towards lately is that if they have branding, they're moving towards smaller branding on their pieces, and that's very evident in their belts. It's not a big H, it's not a big GG, it is a very small, tiny YSL, and the belt that I actually think is the most worth it is actually one of their more expensive belts, and that is their LA66 buckle belt. And let me grab that really quick. So it is this buckle on the belt, and the thing that I love about it is the black enamel that is there in the middle of the belt with the very small YSL. When you put this belt on, it is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and it's very classy, and you still have a little bit of a logo, but it's much more subtle. It's much more quiet. And for me, that is very much my style. And I think that this is a belt that can work really well casually, professionally, dressy, and again, versatile because of the way that it has been designed, allowing you to go casual, dressy, loud, quiet, depending on what else you pair with it. And like I said, that is one of their more expensive belts at $675, but a lot of their other belts I think start at like about $475 for the more classic, just plain leather with a simple YSL buckle on it. That particular belt that I showed you does come in black versions. It comes in a black and silver version, I think, that's a mock croc, and then it also now has a brown version that is out as well if you prefer brown hardware. Now, one of the things that I tried to do when making this list, because it would have been very easy to get sucked into just doing 5 small leather goods that are worth it, 5 accessories, 5 bags that are worth it. That would have been very easy to do. I specifically stuck with just one item from each category. And when I get into shoes, it's actually not a women's item that I think is most worth it. And the reason is a lot of YSL's women's shoes are not necessarily the most comfortable. They're beautiful shoes. They're very interesting looking shoes, but they aren't the most comfortable. And part of that is because they are a very narrow shoe. Part of that is just the construction and the way in which it puts your foot. The support that it gives you isn't necessarily there. But men's shoes. Now, men's shoes are very worth it. Specifically, I am going to say that the most worth it shoe from YSL is actually the men's Wyatt Chelsea boot. Now, the Wyatt boot is a boot that has a full whelp construction to it, and so that means that you are able to replace that sole indefinitely throughout the life of the shoe. It is actually the shoe that they give to their employees as part of their uniform, and this is a shoe that while they give them multiple pairs, they really only need one for years at a time, and that's because it is such a well-made shoe. But not even talking from the employees and from the comfort of the fact that they're walking around in that shoe all day and still love it. My husband, who it took me forever to get him to wear any shoe outside of one specific sandal and one super heavy pair of work boots, absolutely loves his Wyatt boots. When I told him that I was making this video, he said, you have to put the boots on there. The boots are amazing. They are priced at $11.90, which yes, is expensive, but you are paying for the quality that you are getting. Within this boot, it also comes in a variety of styles. I specifically mentioned the Chelsea boot, but there are boots that have a higher heel on them. There are boots that have like some interesting sort of more rock and roll edge to them, and so there's some flexibility within that. Within the Chelsea boot itself, you have smooth leathers and suede. My husband has a pair of the black boots in the smooth leather, but he's also wanting a pair of the suede in this like beautiful like fawn colored suede, and the fact that he wants a second pair of these shoes is huge, because prior to him trying on these shoes, he had zero interest in any other pair, and now he wants a second pair because he's already wearing his black ones so much. So the final category that I want to talk about is ready to wear. Now, when it comes to Saint Laurent ready to wear, this was very hard to pick a specific piece from, because to me, so much of their ready-to-wear line is absolutely worth it. My husband has several pieces, I have several pieces, and they are just very high quality, both in the materials but also in the construction, in the thought that clearly went into how this garment is going to go onto a regular person, but also the fact that the clothing are things that are very wearable in real life. For instance, I am wearing this suit jacket from Saint Laurent right now, and I love this jacket. It is amazing. The quality is gorgeous, but the tailoring and the cut and the thought that went into it made it very usable, and that is a hallmark. All of those are hallmarks of the YSL ready-to-wear line. But the item that I think is most worth it is going to be the YSL Teddy jacket. Now you might be saying, Victoria, I've been watching your videos. I saw your video on your 2023 worst purchases and you listed your YSL Teddy jacket. Yes, but after so many people commented in the comments shocked by that, Meredith, I know, messaged me and couldn't believe the fact that that was in my worst purchases. My husband was shocked, my mother was shocked, and everyone basically told me, get over yourself and your fear of staining this jacket, just wear the jacket. And since they told me that, I've worn the jacket multiple times and have absolutely loved it. My husband was already wearing his jacket multiple times and has always loved it. And the more that he wears it, the more that he loves it, and the more times that he looks to wear it. This jacket is priced at $2,890, but you could go, instead of the brand new route like my husband, you could go the pre-loved route like I did and find them between $750 and $1,200. So that is my official list of things that I think are most worth it. When I look into my personal collection, honestly, I love every single piece that I have. I love my zipped card holder wallet that's $445. I think that that's extremely worth it because I use it every day. I love the baseball cap that I got for Christmas that's $275. I've worn that more days than I haven't since I got it. I look at my exotic lizard bag, and like, the exotic prices from YSL are so much better than so many of the other houses, and so if you are wanting an exotic, getting one from YSL is a way to get a very beautiful exotic. They are extremely well priced. Honestly, if you are looking for a brand that is the most worth it luxury brand out there, I absolutely think that it's YSL, and I definitely think that the 5 pieces that I listed are absolutely some of the most worth it items from YSL. But honestly, I think that pretty much anything that you go with, except for like some of their like crazy high, like way out there expensive pieces, is going to be a most worth it item in your collection because of the price point that they're starting at, coupled with the quality that they present to you as a buyer. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any special request for this type of video, please make sure to leave it down in the comments below so that I can add it to my list and get to researching. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye!